Hi farms, welcome to my channel. My name is Henrietta Thompson. I'm a professional makeup artist based in Nigeria. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you can be notified anytime I post a video. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on how I achieve the look on the thumbnail. If you're interested, keep on watching. Before applying any makeup product on your skin, there are a few steps you need to take, of which one is skin prep, which consists of cleansing, hydrating and priming. Right now I'll be applying a hydrating spray to hydrate the skin and to prep the skin for the next product, which is the moisturizer. I'll be using Moisture Potion by Mismetics to hydrate the skin. My client has a dry skin, so she really needs a lot of moisturizer. Okay, that was the reason why I use a hydrating spray, to make sure the skin is well hydrated. Okay, and before moving in, I'm going to also hydrate the skin with the lips, rather a lip balm from Nivea. The second step I'm going to be taking is primer. I'm going to prime the skin using Hegaiandesther primer. Her skin, earlier I said it was a dry skin, so I use primer mostly because I want the makeup to last for a long time. Okay, even when I know fully well she's not going anywhere, but I just need to prime for the sake of this video. Moving on to skin work, I'll be using two foundations to get half exact shade, which are Motet and Maybelline Superstay in Cappuccino. Then about Motet, I'm not really sure of the shade, so I think I'm going to check and then put it down in the description below. So I blend. While blending, I go in with my brush first before going in with my sponge to give a very smooth effect, like an airbrush effect. It's actually very good for you to go with your brush, then your sponge. This is how it looks like. Okay, I'll be going in with 3 concealer shades from LA Girl, which is I think one is Fawn. I use Fawn and Warm Honey and Beautiful Blonde to highlight the face, the forehead, underneath the eye, the bridge of the nose, and then under her chin. Okay, and then I applied a setting spray before going in to blend. I blend with my beauty sponge. Okay, I blend with my beauty sponge. I really take my time when it comes to blending. So I blend underneath the chin and then the forehead and the bridge of the nose before going in with a liquid blush, which is this brand is Hushbeauty, a Nigerian brand. I blend my blush first while allowing the concealer that I apply underneath the eyes to dry up or become a bit tacky rather. So I blend with my brush and then excuse me, blend with my brush and then blend with the sponge later on. I don't think that was showed in this video. After this, I then blend the concealer underneath her eyes. Okay, I make sure I blend very well. I try to blend and then also use the other part of my sponge, of which I didn't use to blend the concealer, to make sure there's no harsh lines beneath the eyes. I'll go in with my setting powder, which is from Nuban, also a Nigerian brand, to blend underneath, to apply on the highlighted area of the face. This process is also known as setting. Okay, what I do is I tell my client or the model to look up where I blend, and then when I finish blending, I apply the setting powder immediately, okay, to avoid caking underneath the eyes. After then, I go ahead and apply a setting powder on the part I applied the concealers, at the forehead, underneath the eyes, the cupid bow, and underneath her chin too. Next step is contouring. I'm going to contour underneath the cheekbone and the perimeter of the face, okay, to give an illusion of a smaller face. Okay, so what I do is I like using powder contour more than liquid. Okay, after which I set the face with a powder, like an overall powder, only at the part which was contoured, and then the rest of the face too. Defining the eyebrow. Before defining the eyebrow, I make sure to brush the brow hair to a direction that I like, and then I define the brow by drawing a line underneath the eyebrow, okay, and then tracing it down to the tail of the brow, from the beginning of the brow, okay, down to the tail of the brow, and then I'll fill it in and then conceal. That is basically what I do mostly. Okay, the video is self-explanatory, okay, just watch and then you understand what I'm trying to say earlier. After concealing, what I do next is to blend the place that I applied concealer with a blending brush. Okay, I blend by tapping, especially on the brow bone and all that parts I applied concealer, trying to be very careful not to touch the eyebrow that I've already defined. Okay, and then I go ahead and set with a powder lighter than the normal skin shade to set the brow bone areas and underneath the crease of the eyes to enable me apply eyeshadow. I'll be setting with Zikelcosmetic powder palette. Since I'm going for a nude color eyeshadow, okay, and they're both matte, I'm going to apply the primer, which is actually very good to make your eyeshadow visible and also make it last long too. I'll be using Ben Clan White primer. Because Ben Clan White primer is very thick, I am going to mix it with Early Girl Pearl in the shade Warm Honey to make it a little bit free to work with. And then after that, I blend using a blending brush and a small one and a bigger one to avoid harsh lines. I'll be using the Zikel powder palette as my transition color, and also at the outer part of my eyes. Okay, the dark brown color. I don't have the eyeshadow, so I decided to improvise and use powder palette. Okay, what I do is I tap, I use the brush to tap on the eyeshadow and then apply on the eyes. The two parts you have to take note when applying eyeshadow is the crease and then the brow bone. Okay, if you notice from the picture, from the video rather, I'm blending the eyeshadow and I'm also taking note of where the crease stops, okay, and not to go overboard towards the eye, the brow bone. For a lighter shade, I went with my 3502 palette from Morphe, okay, to achieve this very look, and then aligned with the darkest shade, the black shade rather, on the eyeshadow palette. I'll be lining the eyes with my inglot liner in the shade 77, the dark shade. It was actually the first time for my client to apply makeup on her face and then eyeliner too, so that's why she has that funny look on her face. Moving on, I'm going to be lining the lips with Nuban Beauty in Cocoa. Okay, I applied this first and then it was not giving what I really wanted, so I went ahead to apply to darken the shade rather with Hushbeauty, a Nigerian brand, also the black and then the brown. Yes, this is it, to darken it, and this is the outcome. This is what I wanted. And then I went on to put a sharp pink color on the center of the lips. Okay, and after this I applied the lashes. Okay, the lashes from wynkkbeauty. Okay, I switched it off palette. I noticed that the lips was looking a bit dull, so I decided to put a gloss on it. I used to shade the pink and then the clear gloss. Okay, the pink was for the middle of the lips, especially the lower side, like every part where I applied pink, white clear gloss for the darker parts. Now you know what I'm talking about. Just take a look at this. Look at the lips. Okay, I was setting the face using my Nia spray and my Kissbeauty spray. Okay, because this makeup is not going anywhere. Okay, it has to be put in place for quite a long time. Anyways, like I said, I was setting. I did, and everything is coming together. Check out now. Okay, highlighting time. I highlighted the face with a highlighter from Classic Cosmetics, a Nigerian brand. Okay, normally I have the place to apply highlighters are the bridge of the nose, okay, the highest part of the cheekbone, like the apples of the chin, and cubic bow if you want, and probably the what's it called, the brow bone. Yes, okay. and I think that is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the final look. Ooh, yes, this is how she looks. She looks good. So guys, what do you guys think about this look? Please tell me in the comment section. I read, I promise. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye.